Hello. So I was trying to figure out a good way to kick this whole thing off, and I thought, you know what? I frequently get emails at the end of the summer from graduate students who will be starting at the university I'm at, or maybe students who are going to be in my class, or new RAs that will be joining a lab, and they'll ask me, what can I do to kind of get on top of things before I get there? And I now have an answer. You can participate in my special end of summer cram session. So basically what this will be is I'm going to have a series of videos, and I'm going to be publishing the videos more frequently than I intend to in the long run. But from now until probably, I don't know, Labor Day, that seems like a good ending point, I'll be posting a lot of videos. So what's this all about? So as I just said, if you're about to start a neuroscience grad program, do you want to impress your new advisor? Do you want to get a head start on image data analysis strategies? Or if you've been around, you've been in this for a little bit, and you wish you were a little more confident when analyzing your group data, this is for you. So this is going to be approximately 3 weeks of my old fMRI data analysis course, but chopped up. And you might be thinking, well, I'd rather just sit down and watch a 2-hour-long video. But the reason I'm doing small segments is each segment is a topic in and of itself. And there might be little segments that you don't need to watch, and there might be ones that you want to rewatch. So it makes it easier in that sense. Also, I want to give you a little bit of something to do every day. So it's probably much easier to sit down while you're eating lunch, or when you have that weird 30 minutes left at the end of your workday and you don't know what to do, and you could just watch a 15 to 20 minute video. And again, I mentioned this on the intro to the channel and everything, that I want this to be more of a community as well, not just the videos, but I want us to interact with each other. So I want to interact with you, I want you to interact with me, and I really want you to interact with each other. I think it would be a great way to meet other people and to get your questions answered, things like that. And again, although a lot of this will be based off of an fMRI data course, group fMRI data are analyzed in almost the same as other imaging modalities. In fact, in software packages, you use the same tools to do your group models, regardless of what you did prior to that. DTI, resting state, task fMRI, structural, all kind of get analyzed the same at the group level. So, right, the videos should be 10 to 20 minute bits. I really want to encourage actual learning. So I don't want you to just sit and watch a video and then immediately forget. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do all I can do, and hopefully you'll do all you can do too. Otherwise, you'll end up wasting your time. But I'll try to ask summary questions at the end of each lesson. And if you can't answer them, then write the questions down and go back and try to answer them. And when I start a new video, I'll ask review questions referring to older videos, and then I'll tell you which video you need to go rewatch if that is necessary. Here are some of the topics: linear regression, the setup, estimation, and inferences, I just meant to be inference, setup of popular group models, including the t-test, paired t-test, ANOVA, etc. So now that's something, you could take that in a regular statistics class, but I find that it's slightly different for neuroimaging, and I'll explain why as I roll these videos out. Interpretation of regression parameters, that's a big one. People often get hung up on that for good reason. As your model grows, it's hard to interpret what's in it. Mean centering regressors, boy, that one, I just had somebody in my office yesterday asking about mean centering. She's like, is this magic? What does it do? I will go over my mixed models lectures. It's a good one. So that is fMRI specific. Then collinearity in your model, what to do, how to detect it, what does it do to your estimates. And related to that is the hot topic of orthogonalization. So here are the first 6 topics. So I haven't recorded these yet, but I'm in the process of doing so after this, actually. I'm going to start with basic statistics lingo, then some simple linear regression. This is just an introduction without matrix algebra, followed by matrix algebra, but just enough to get you through regression. Then multiple linear regression, which will use matrix math, which is why I covered matrix algebra first, hypothesis testing to get the p-values at the end of the day. That's usually the goal, is my p less than 0.05. And then contrasts in linear models, which is definitely specific to the imaging community due to how we test things and build our models. Anyway, those are the first 6 topics that'll be rolling out starting. I'm probably going to start this on Monday or Tuesday of from now, which would be starting probably the 20th, July 20th or July 21st. So you'll get just over a month of these videos again, 3 to 5 a week. I'm toying with the idea of quizzes based off of quizzes I already have written. So I'm considering including quizzes in some format. I may just post them and you can take them on your own. I think it'd be fun to do this with a friend. If you have another friend who's also at the same level as you, you can watch the videos together, ask each other questions, and then you can grade each other's quizzes because I'm clearly not grading your work. So find a friend to do this with. Also, maybe you can find a friend online. If you're looking for someone to work with, just post in the comments, hey, anybody want to do this with me? Again, I want you to interact with each other as well. There will also be a contest. There'll be a Stump Jeanette contest. Now, I have to be very careful about this. I mentioned this in the intro to the channel video. This is a side project for me. This has nothing to do with my primary job. I still need to work however many hours a week I work there, at least 40 to 60, however many you work in your job. So that's my number one priority. This is something I'm doing in the evenings when my work doesn't bleed into the evening and in my free time on weekends. So please be respectful of that. Right, so for the Stump Jeanette contest, after I've covered the group level design matrix setup section, I'm going to invite you to send in your impossible study designs. So you have some type of some study that you've run or maybe some data you've been given to analyze, and for the life of you, you can't figure out how to set up a design matrix and contrast to test the hypothesis you're interested in testing. So, importantly, there will be a limited submission window. This is where I ask you to be respectful of my time, and I will announce this. And you can send me in your questions, and I'll do a few things. I'll select a few of the best, and I'll make videos explaining the problem and explaining how to analyze the data, probably after interacting offline with or off of the group with those of you who've been chosen. And I'm also going to take some of the other questions that I think, maybe pooling over the members of the group, we could answer them together. So those will be posted on Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And we'll see how well the community can answer those questions. It'll be fun. And don't worry, like if somebody puts a ridiculous answer, I'll correct it, or feel free to correct somebody else's answer. If you think it's wrong, say, hey, I think this is wrong, is because of X, Y, and Z. Yeah. So what do? Watch the videos. I highly recommend taking notes. I really want you to learn. I want it to stick. It's not going to stick if you just sit and watch. So take some notes and really try to process the information. Ask questions. You're not going to get anywhere, or you'll get places in this field much faster if you ask a lot of questions. So ask in the comments primarily. Ask in the comments and on the Facebook page. That lightens the load for me a little bit because it allows other people to answer your questions too, and then you're going to meet new people. It'll be great. Again, you can use Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Answer questions. This won't work unless other people help me answer questions, so please do. And always be polite. Don't be judgy. If you think someone's asking a stupid question, fine. Just answer it and keep your opinion to yourself. Be respectful that everybody starts from somewhere. We would rather have people who are completely lost trying to not be lost than having them pretend they know exactly what they're doing. And prepare for the contest. As I go through, try really hard to see if what I'm teaching already can solve your problem, and if it can't, then you can get excited because you have a good entry for the contest. Thanks so much. Please follow Member Brain Stats. There are multiple ways to do this. I'm new to a lot of this public media, or social media, not public media. So be patient. There's a YouTube channel, of course, and you can follow this. You can also join the Facebook page. Now, there was a little bit of a snag. Facebook has two things. They have groups and these other things, and you want to join the group because I want something where you can interact, and the actual Facebook page thing is kind of lame. So this you'll have to request to join. I'll approve it right away, and then yep, you can get things through there, and you can interact with others there as well. You can follow on Twitter. It's MomBrainStats, so you would use @MomBrainStats, and of course there's also the Tumblr if you're a Tumblr person. So that's it. Stay tuned and see what happens. Thank you.